Hi there. It's a brand new month. It's May the 1st, and we're starting on our 9th reading of Proverbs. This month we're using the Christian Standard Bible, I'm really excited about this. It's one of the easiest reading and most accurate translations out there. It's a newer translation done by Holman. It was originally the Holman Christian Standard Bible, and the Holman publishers have been around in America since 1743. It's the oldest Bible publisher in America. And they started this translation, the Christian Standard Bible, in 1999. They got like 100 scholars together from 17 denominations. The Christian Standard Bible faithfully and accurately captures the Bible's original meaning without compromising readability. Okay. What they wanted to do was create an absolute modern English and stick to the absolute word for word in the Greek, Hebrew, and Aramaic texts without any influences. So they spent 20 years doing that, and this is a result, and it's one of the finest Bibles I've ever read. I'll put a link to it down in the description so you can, if you want to do some research on it, you can. But let's jump over there and we will get started in the Christian Standard Bible. And keep in mind that this is a very accurate translation, but it's just done in English. They want people to understand the Bible, and that's what I want. I want people to understand it without having to question, what does that mean, or what does that mean? So let's begin. Proverbs 1. The purpose of Proverbs. The Proverbs of Solomon, son of David, king of Israel, for learning wisdom and discipline, for understanding insightful sayings, for receiving prudent instruction in righteousness, justice, and integrity, for teaching shrewdness to the inexperienced, or some say simple or gullible. Okay. Knowing and knowledge and discretion to a young man. Let a wise person listen and increase learning, and let a discerning person obtain guidance. For understanding a proverb or a parable, the words of the wise and their riddles. Okay. This is very important. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. Fools despise wisdom and discipline. Okay. Now I'm going to jump over here and I'm going to open another one. And I'm going to go to James. I usually do this. Oh, it's over here. James 1:5. And we're going to read 5 through 8. Now keep in mind over here we were close these. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. Fools despise wisdom and discipline. The fear of the Lord, reverence, awe, following the Lord is where knowledge starts. Okay? If you want wisdom and knowledge, you have to have fear of the Lord first. Okay? And go over to James 1:5. Okay? And we can even start, okay, with 2. Consider it great joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you experience various trials, because you know that the testing of your faith produces endurance. And let endurance have its full effect, so that you may be mature and complete and lack nothing. Now here's the important part. Now if any of you lacks wisdom, which is Proverbs, he should ask God, who gives to all generously and ungrudgingly, and it will be given to him. But let him ask without faith, in faith without doubting. Okay? For the doubter is like a surging sea, driven and tossed by the wind. That person should not expect to receive anything from the Lord, being double-minded and unstable in all his ways. Okay? So, how do you get wisdom? You love the Lord, you follow the Lord, and you ask. Okay? Okay, if any of you lacks wisdom, he should ask God, who gives to all generously and ungrudgingly, and it will be given to him. If you ask in faith and don't doubt. Okay, you follow the Lord. Lord, please teach me wisdom. And just know that he will. It says, right, he gives to all ungrudgingly. So, that kind of wraps up, the beginning of knowledge. How do you get knowledge? You just ask for it. Okay, and if you follow the Lord and love the Lord, he will give you knowledge if you have faith and you don't doubt. Okay, I know that I'm going to get knowledge from this. I ask for knowledge, and God will give that to me. Okay. Avoid the path of the violent. Verse 8. Listen, my son, to your father's instruction, and don't reject your mother's teaching, for they will be a garland of favor on your head and pendants around your neck. Or chains. Gold chains, right? My son, if sinners entice you, don't be persuaded. If they say, come with us, let's set an ambush and kill someone. Let's attack some innocent person just for fun. Let's swallow them alive like Sheol, like hell does, right? Whole, like those who go down to the pit, will find all kinds of valuable property and fill our houses with plunder. Throw in your lot with us, and we will share in the loot. All right, everyone will have a same bag. My son, don't travel that road with them, or set a foot on their path, because their feet run toward evil, and they hurry to shed blood. It is useless to spread a net where any bird can see it. But they set an ambush to kill themselves. They attack their own lives. Such are the paths of all who make profit dishonestly. It takes the lives of those who receive it. Okay? And that's good advice to your children, to stay away from that kind of stuff. Wisdom's plea. Okay. And Solomon always likened wisdom to a female, which is something men are attracted to. So, wisdom calls out in the street. She makes her voice heard in the public squares. She cries out above the commotion. She speaks at the entrance of the city gates. How long, inexperienced ones? Now, they use the word inexperienced in this version instead of gullible, fools, simpletons. Okay? That's a nice way of saying that. How long, inexperienced ones, will you love ignorance? How long will you mockers enjoy mocking, and you fools hate knowledge? If you respond to my warning, then I will pour out my spirit on you and teach you my words. Since I called out and you refused, extended my hand and no one paid attention, since you neglected all my counsel and did not accept my correction, I, in turn, will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when terror strikes you. When terror strikes you like a storm and your calamity comes like a whirlwind, when trouble and stress overcome you. They will call me, but I won't answer. They will search for me, but won't find me. Because they hated knowledge, didn't choose to fear the Lord. Got that? Didn't choose to fear the Lord. And there's lots of people that don't choose to fear the Lord. Were not interested in my counsel and rejected all my correction. They will eat the fruit of their way and be glutted with their own schemes. For the apostasy of the inexperienced will kill them, and the complacency of fools will destroy them. But whoever listens to me will live securely and be undisturbed by dread of danger. All right? Cool. So this is a very straightforward, easy to read version. Like I said, I'm excited about this version. This is and we didn't highlight a whole lot in here, but it's just basically the precursor, what you're going to learn here, right? Fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. Fools despise wisdom and discipline. Okay? And that's important. If we want to start learning, you're asking for wisdom, you want this stuff to sink in and learn it, you have to fear the Lord first. Follow his ways. And like it said over here in James, in the New Testament, If any of you lacks wisdom, he should ask God, who gives to all generously and ungrudgingly, and it will be given to him. But let him ask in faith without doubting. Okay? Without divided loyalties. Okay? For the doubter is like the surging sea driven and tossed by the wind. That person should not expect to receive anything from the Lord, being double-minded and unstable in all his ways. So follow only the Lord. Don't be divided loyalties. Okay? And just ask. Ask the Lord. He gives all without doubting if you follow and fear the Lord. It's important. It's good to set the precedence for the whole thing. Okay? And he talked all about staying away from thieves and murderers and bad people. It says they always end up in hell, basically. Wisdom calls out in the street to everyone, okay? She makes her voice heard in the public square. She cries out above the commotion. She speaks at the entrance of the city gates. How long, inexperienced ones, naive ones, simple, gullible fools, will you love ignorance? And some people do love ignorance. Okay? It's blissful. Yeah? How long will you mockers enjoy mocking? Now this could pretty much sum up the people that are protesting right now. Okay? Simple, gullible, they love ignorance. They're mocking and they enjoy mocking. And they hate knowledge because they don't want to know the truth. Okay? I mean, there are people protesting and saying they are with a group of people, and this group of people that they are protesting for would kill them. Okay? All their rules say they would kill them instantly. They don't care. They are fools who love ignorance, mockers and enjoy mockers, and hate knowledge. Okay? And then it goes over and says what she will do, what wisdom will do if you do not choose wisdom. Okay? She called out and refused, and instead of my hand no one paid attention. Since you neglected all my counsel and did not accept my correction, I in turn will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when terror strikes you. It doesn't say if, it says when. Okay? When terror strikes you, like a storm, and it always does. And your calamity comes like a whirlwind when trouble and stress overcome you. Then they will call me, but I won't answer. Why didn't I listen? Tell me now. Too late. They hated knowledge and didn't choose to fear the Lord. Okay? So, and we highlighted 33, whoever listens to me will live securely and be undisturbed by the dread of danger. Okay? Wisdom does a lot of things. Okay? And we'll get farther and farther into this. This is the first day of a new month. A wonderful translation. And I'm really looking forward to reading this translation more and more, because it's just, I said, it's a later translation, and they've come out with versions. This one right here was just published in 2017, and they keep going over it and over it, trying to make it even clearer and clearer, while still sticking to the original, Hebrew, Greek, and Aramaic texts. Not using anyone else's Bible, but they do compare. And like I said, I'll put the link to this Bible, the company that produces it, and they have lots of comparisons. You can compare verse by verse with other translations, and it tells you how they did it and what they did. And it's real interesting, but I'll put that in there. That's Proverbs 1 for May 1st, our 9th time reading it. Looking forward to this. So stay tuned later. We're still in through the Bible in 1 year, day 122, I believe. And we'll get through that whole Bible in a year, too. And I might even switch to this version for that Bible reading because it's just so accurate in today's language. So, but until next time, stay humble, pray for wisdom. See you later.